Oh, hey, my global thespians. You're back. We're back. We're here. The good crazy, as I like to call us, right? Welcome back to the Kevin E, the channel, and of course, Q-Tips, the library. And I am the encyclopedia. Good to have you here. Hope things are well. Yep, the pencil's in the ear, and that means it's time to rock and roll. Now, today's video, what we want to cover today is not as much instructional as it is, again, more of a concept, more philosophical, because I want to talk to you about hopes and dreams. And yes, here comes some bad comedy just for those old enough to even get it. Because I still believe in a place called Hope. That's right, I did it. Just so you know, that's my favorite because I'm from rural Tennessee. Okay, enough of that. I want to talk to you, and gosh, boy, I sure hope some parents come in on this. I sure hope we get some parents of some teens, maybe toddlers, maybe children, child actors, performers. Parents, you got to come in and listen on this one, okay? When the person performing is your child as opposed to yourself, but you have hopes and dreams for them, along with our own hopes and dreams. I had them, have them. It's not a past tense thing just because I have a long resume. I haven't, quote unquote, made it in a way that just makes me wake up and go, yawn, wake up, what am I going to do today? No, I'm standing here talking to you about hopes and dreams. I wish I could have listened to me today back when I was sitting in Murfreesboro, Tennessee in a theater deciding to do this as a profession. And one of the reasons why is because this is a young person's profession. I'm not disagreeing with the general of that. Sure, that's basically true. However, the world we live in today, it's one of the things that technology has, I don't want to say change because change is not correct, but it is one of the things that technology has expanded. What we've done as a globe, that's why I say global thespians, y'all. What we've done as a globe over the last 20 years is we have expanded. And one of the things that allows, because we're human beings playing human beings in scripted performance entertainment, is it makes it much easier to diversify casting. And this is coming from a guy who is a white dude, who's Caucasian. The opportunities for white males of a certain age in this profession, especially in the US, have gone down severely since the turn of the century, and they've been going down ever since. I'm not angry about it. That's a fact. It just has. What's cool about that is a phrase that I have. It's even a chapter in my book. It's not too late. If you really want to take this seriously, it's not, because just understand, man, I came to Hollywood late. 24 years old is not early to be coming into this particular profession. And we all have hopes and dreams. I mean, guys, I was this kid in rural Tennessee. How is it that I'm here? How is it that I've gotten the chance to work with the likes of Andy Griffith and Dick Van Dyke and all of the people that I've spent time with? That, you know, someone like a J.K. Simmons is a friend of mine. You wake up and you go, wow, sometimes some of the hopes and dreams you had have actually come true. But the truth is that after decades of doing this and 70 plus credits, at whatever time you're watching this, I'll say there's a show on HBO right now, but by the time you watch this, it may not be. It was called the Righteous Gemstones. I just was on the season premiere of that for the second season. And in the episode was a buddy of mine. I got cast out of LA. He got cast out of New York, but we used to be right here in the late 80s playing basketball together, man. We didn't know we'd wake up one day and I'd have all these credits and he would have been on Broadway by now, and he has. And so you don't know. And yes, dreams, I still have them, currently working on them as we speak, always. Just auditioned for 3 leads in films. I know we'd like it to happen fast. And if it doesn't, and we tried it and you're good with walking away, walk away. If it's one of those things that you never did try, you followed the checkbox path you felt you were supposed to follow, whether that, no matter what that checkbox path is in your life. It could have been getting married by a certain age, having a certain number of children, male or female, doesn't matter. Adoption doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it's you followed your family into a family business. It makes no difference to me. What I'm sharing with you is that whether or not you're in Michigan, Minnesota, Miami, someplace in Eastern Europe, someplace in Western Europe, halfway around the world, or you're seeing this and you're using a translation app to even understand what I'm saying because you don't speak English. It doesn't make any difference. It's not too late in this profession for hopes and dreams. But, and this is the kicker, and this is important, but what you do need to do, if you're coming back into this or you're going into it for the first time, and you are simply older, you're not in your mid-teens, you're not in your early 20s, maybe you are a character actor in your 30s. Guys, understand, one of the most successful people that I've ever known in Los Angeles was a woman who had spent her entire life in corporate America. And she came into Hollywood at like 55 years old or something. This is like 25 years ago. She was amazing. She had an unbelievable 20 to 25 year run before she stopped pursuing this profession and retired. But an amazing career, way past the point that anybody says you're past midlife crises, you're on easy street, you're coasting, don't worry about it and a thing. But she goes, no, I think I'll try to take on one of the hardest professions in the world in my mid-50s out of an office. And she did. But do you know why she was successful? Because she took it just as seriously as everything else in her life. She did. And that is both the show and the business. It's both. She didn't just work hard in class. She also took all of those years of knowledge she had as a human being, people who are entrepreneurs. I have my own business. Maybe you have yours, or people who've been employees, things you have learned. And she took all of that and she accelerated her success because of what she learned. We have this old cliche in life, right? Well, I wish I would have known back then what I know today. Right. It's kind of like I wish I could have met the Kevin E. back when I was in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. That's the whole point. But she dove in both feet and she really worked hard at it. I'm all for hopes and dreams. But I also kind of want you to realize some of them. I've realized almost all of mine, not all. And I'm cool with the fact that not all, because it keeps me just that amount hungry, just that amount sharp to be able to keep going in a way that's going to be required of me, because this profession today for me is even harder in ways than it was when I first started. And I know that's hard to understand, but trust me when I tell you that's the case. But hopes and dreams are great. Just don't ever forget that the old cliche that goes, a goal is just a dream with a deadline. And you don't have to have an exact deadline, but you do have to put some of the principles of what we all know works in life for any profession into this. And especially if you're coming into it a little bit later in life. Okay? It's not as much instruction today, it's much more concept, but there's a lot of concept I'm going to give to you because, again, I don't know where you're at, I don't know where you've been, and I don't know exactly where it is in the business you want to go. All right? I'm Kevin E. Make sure you follow me on IG, like, subscribe here on the YouTube. Also get your friends, call your friends, tell your friends, get them over here. Let's go. Let's fill this up. Go to kevinewest.com, get my book. If you want to book me for one-on-one coaching, we can do that. And we'll see you very soon. And if you haven't watched the rest of the videos that came before this one, please do. It'll all go together and make sense. We'll see you guys real soon.